Hello friends, welcome to the session on SQL. Today we will see what is SQL, what is called a table and what is called a record and field. Let's start with SQL. It stands for Structured Query Language. That means it is a language to communicate something to the computer. To communicate our queries to the computer in a particular structured format. Queries always does not mean that we have some questions. Here, queries include all possible operations with the data. That means whenever we want to perform some operations on the data, we can use SQL. Further, it is a standard language developed to be used with RDBMS. That means it does not matter that which RDBMS we use. We can use SQL to generate our queries to any RDBMS. SQL statements, which are also known as queries, are used to perform various operations on data. Here operations can include any operation, starting from storing data, retrieval of the data, adding something to the data, deleting something from the data, or modifying the existing data. Some common RDBMS that use SQL are Oracle, Sybase, Microsoft SQL Server, and many more that are available in the market. Now let's see how data is stored in RDBMS. Well, data is stored in a tabular format. What is table? What is record? What is field? Let's see. If you look at the slide, we can see a table, 4 rows and 3 columns. First row is indicating 3 titles, number, name and city. These titles for each and every column is known as field. Then the whole horizontal line, which is consisting of some information, is known as record, and the whole format, whole thing which stores all the data is known as table. That means we can create a table with the combination of rows and columns. Now let's look at the definitions. Field. A field is a set of data values of the same data type in a table. It is also called an attribute. That means all the values, all the data that is stored in a particular column will belong to same data type, or we can say they would be of the same type. While record. What is called a record? Fields are arranged into records. That means a record can be created with the combination of various fields. Each field is indicating a particular information, while a record is indicating all the information belongs to some particular entity. If you remember the example, we had the first record, number 1, Meera and Delhi. That means Meera is an entity which has number 1 and she belongs to Delhi. So a record provides a complete information. A table is consists of columns and rows which holds related data. That means combination of rows and columns, combination of records and fields creates a table, and only relevant data is stored in a particular format inside that table. So, today we have seen what is SQL, what is table, what is called a field and record. In our next session, we will see overview of data types and how to create a table using SQL. Thank you.